Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a new box, courtesy of Firestone Marker. So not even doing an unboxing, I'm just going to dig into the beer. Sent me a 12-pack. Gorgeous, thank you. Let's dig into this guy right here. So this is obviously going to be the OG, well, yeah, I guess they're OG for Hazy at least. This is the Mine Haze. What's the best way to display this? Well, we're gonna pour out. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. All right, let's move it out of the way. Anyway, before I review this beer, let's talk about the other beers in here. I've reviewed the Cosmic Crusher, and then last year was Brain Melter. This is a new one, Galaxy Bender. So let's check them out. They sent me a 12-pack like this about a year ago, and I'm really excited to dig back into it. Mine Haze, I believe, is still the same recipe. Zaka, El Dorado, Hugh Melon. And Hugh Melon is a beer. So Hugh Melon is a hop they've been playing around with a while. It used to be part of their... Was it Mine Haze? Yeah, I believe I'm right. Mine Haze used to, like, change. And one of the hops they used to use was Hugh Melon. Now they've obviously thrown it into the beer. 6.7%. Beer comes in a really nice kind of light to medium gold color. Medium minus haze to that, right? I mean, medium-ish haze. I mean, I can see the shadow on my finger, but that's a nice, decent-looking, shelfy, hazy kind of to do, right? Head has some large bubbles to it. How fresh is this guy? Oh, it's so weird. Their candidate, which I guess is better. It's not it's lasered on instead of if you guys know, sometimes people print on the bottom of the can and like you actually can't read because it's just smudge. This is actually laser printed, so you actually can read it. This was canned. Wow, really? Let me think. 3 weeks ago? Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, and I just got it. So yeah, very nice. Mangoes, oranges. I would have guessed citrus in here, but hey, a little bit more, a little bit riper. So mango, ripe pineapple. Leaning a little bit, pushing towards like tangerine. Yeah, there you go. Definitely like a tropical, a little bit of a tropical vibe to this guy. A little bit of papaya. Cheers. Yeah, it's nice. A nice kind of like shelfy, hazy kind of to do. Up front, noticeable thing. It's got this like water treatment thing, I want to say. It's like somewhat like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like flabby. I think it's probably water treatment, trying to enforce some kind of like mold characters to the beer, but like it just ends up a little bit like, you know, that cloyingness. And it's not even that sweet of a beer, honestly. It's just like the water treatment is just noticeable, I feel, on the palate. Then, nice green kind of a character floating up front. Not nothing too vegetal, but a little bit of like, you know, hop character. On the palate, similar to the nose, mangoes, papaya, maybe a little bit of peachiness. Definitely leaning a little bit orangey on the fruit character, color-wise. Yeah, there you go. And as I talk more, I notice more of this kind of like chalky minerality that tends to dominate the palate a little bit. It does help boost mouthfeel at a 6. This beer is 6.7. 6.7, yeah, 6.7. I think some people would have guessed this beer was like over 7%, maybe, right? Almost like 7.5 possibly. Has a little bit of chunk to it. It doesn't have enough sweet, a little bit of like malt sweetness in the middle. It is a little bit exaggerated in its hop character, which is quite nice. They have some tasting notes, tropical notes of pineapple, guava, stone fruit. I don't know about the guava; it's not as tart enough for that, but nor the pineapple really. But stone fruit I can get like a ripe peachy apricot kind of to do. But I also just lean more towards like papaya and mango, those like sweeter, riper fruits, versus some beers have a little bit more balance and. The tropicality of the fruit character ends up a little bit more tart and like expressive. Here's a little bit more flabby and ripe, which is also fine. But like but yeah, on the back end also a little bit of kind of like noticeable water treatment. Quite nice though. Nice and dry ish, right? Has a little right, like a little bit dry ish. not necessarily too sweet of beer. A very, very, very good, like shelfy, hazy kind of to do. Yeah, yeah. It honestly leans a little bit fatter than some. So like, if you're looking for a hazy IPA that like leans a little bit more towards boutique, a little bit more of that kind of like richer mouthfeel kind of to do, doesn't go all the way, but has some tricks and ponies that sort of like, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting there to taste like the good stuff. Quite nice. Yeah, I like it. Then again, you know me. I'm a Firestone Walker fan for the West Coast stuff. So, but I appreciate the beer. The beer's fantastic, right? So, 84. That's a good rating. 84 is a great rating. Mine Haze, Firestone Walker. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, cheers later.